What's up, YouTube family? Welcome back to the Emperor Atheist channel. With the #1 host, the Emperor Atheist. I was just basically following up a video I did the other day. And I wasn't doing a video for YouTube. I was actually doing a video for a live stream. Because I told you I'm cranking my show back up, Black Atheists of Atlanta. And you know what? Now that I think about it, I don't even think I wanted to be called Black Atheists of Atlanta. I think I wanted to be called Black Atheists of the Universe. You know what I mean? And really, not only just for blacks who seem to be more like, I just made the last video dealing with blacks and how hard it is to become atheists for black people, but like a couple of people in my comment section said it's even hard for some certain white people and other people's other races as well. But if those who didn't see the last video, I was explaining how me being black and how me being exposed to other blacks who are agnostic or on the verge of atheism and how hard it is for them to come out. So I stuck with that particular manner and that particular video. But a lot of other people telling me, man, it's hard for us to come out too, because 2017 the world is still full of religiotards. But this particular video, excuse me, y'all, this particular video is back on this imaginary being called God, or the daddy in the sky, or whatever the hell you want to call them. And basically how illogical it is to even believe in such a being. I be on Facebook from time to time in certain religious groups, atheist groups, atheist versus Christian groups, Muslim versus Christian groups, Black Hebrews versus Kemet groups, all type of bullshit groups. But and it's just funny sometimes. A lot of time I don't even chime in. I just listen to a lot of the dialogue. Well, not listen, but look at a lot of the dialogue that's going on. And it's ridiculous. Especially when you get into groups for religious versus religion, man, it's like, wow, it's amazing, it's hilarious. It should just be like a reality show just done on that alone, just to see how retarded a lot of the dialogue is between those who believe in the same invisible imaginary God. So that basically pushed me to come with another episode or start a fresh episode of YouTube of why God is so illogical. Now think about this, people. I want y'all to think about this very closely. And I got a lot of verses on the show, even though I've been over this before with these verses, but and some of them, you know, I've talked about in my videos, and some of them I haven't. I'll be coming from the Bible, and then I'm going to come from the Quran in later videos, because it's the same. So I don't want people to just think I'm picking on the religiotards of the Bible. I'm gonna also pick on the religiotards of the Quran too, and you know, and so forth and so on. I'm an equal opportunity deity smasher. But you think about this, and I was talking about this a couple of weeks ago. You think about how religious people look at this particular God and the terms they use for him, or the terms theology use for him. And I talk about these certain other videos: omnipotence, meaning all powerful, and omniscience, meaning all knowing. Now, this is the funny thing, and I like people to just think about this. Whether you agree with me or not, just think about this for a minute. And if you still believe in this imaginary God, then please continue to watch my videos so I can make you angrier and start making you think. Because I'm not going to soften up, but not going to lighten up. No. But just think about this. An omnipotent God meaning he's all powerful. Omniscience means he's all knowing. So I deal with the omniscience part first. All knowing. So I guess I would say that we can gather all of the people on the earth today with the highest IQs, the most intelligent people on the planet, and we can put them all together. We can put all their heads together, and according to the way y'all believe about this particular being, put all of the highest IQ human beings together, and their IQs won't even equal up to 1% of this particular being. I'm sure I'm right to say that. So we have this very, very highly intelligent being, and according to you religiotards, you say that, hey, you know, we can't understand him, we can't fathom him because he's so far more advanced than us. Okay, all right, okay, we'll accept that. We don't know how you know that, but I don't know how the hell, you know, a being could be so much far fucking advanced than humans, but yet certain humans can explain every goddamn thing about him. Okay, but we'll get back to that. But okay, This very, very highly intelligent being knows everything. Very powerful, omnipotent. But yet, it seems that the best this damn God could do was to come up with shit like burnt offerings, legalized slavery, killing children because they talked about a prophet and called them bald head, and so bears would come out and eat them. Created a woman from the rib of Adam when he could have just created a woman. We don't know what the fuck we get out the rib. You're telling me an all-knowing God, this is all he could come up with. A flood because he got angry at the damn world, so he killed every damn body and saved 8 people and told them to build this big-ass boat that nowhere in the hell could have fit in all 2 pairs or 7 pairs of animals on this boat. And this is the best that this all-knowing God could do. I mean, come on, y'all got to think about this shit. This is some terrible shit. This is if this is the most highly intelligent being in the universe that's ever lived, then we're really in trouble. Then I mean, humanity definitely doesn't have a chance. I don't know how we made it this damn far. I mean, it's almost impossible that we made it this far if we had a creator that was this damn mentally dull. I mean, this is the best shit he could come up with. You know, killing cows and burning cows and telling a prophet to cook his food on human shit. Oh, y'all think I'm playing? We're gonna go some of these verses, man. I'm gonna pull them up because it's just kind of strange to me. I mean, this is the deity that you people believe in, that you say created the universe and knows all things. But this is the best he could come up with, an all-intelligent being. Then you say he knows everything. Oh, so if he knows everything, then it's kind of strange that he would know all things, but yet, according to the book of Genesis, he regret making man. So I want to ask you all this question. I just want to ask you Theist this question. I want you to think about this. If he regret making man, then surely he knew he was going to regret making man, right? So he knew man was going to fuck up. But he had the power to prevent this too, because he's omnipotent, he's all powerful. But yet he still made man, then he killed man. That's some bullshit. Okay, then you got to think about this. Then you people say he's all perfect. So, since this particular damn deity is all perfect, that means that the choice he made out of all the infinite possibilities that this all-knowing, all-powerful God had, out of all the infinite possibilities, he chose the best. He chose the best one, and that's just to kill him and then regret it. That's the dumbest shit in the world. But goddamn, this is the shit y'all believe, man. I mean, this is what you believe. This is what you believe. Does it make sense? I'm not going to answer that for me. I want you all to answer that for yourself. That this really makes sense to you all. You go to Ezekiel 1st chapter, 1 through 16. God is talking to this prophet named Ezekiel. I don't know if he's real or not, but he's mentioning this memorial. It's a memorial to siege, a memorial to siege of Jerusalem, and he wants Ezekiel to build this model to the city. So then he tells Ezekiel, I need him to lie down on your side, on your left side for 390 days. Then he wants him to lie down on his right side for another 40 days, excuse me. And during this time, he only wants him to eat food. I want y'all to listen to this. I really want y'all to listen to this. And I'm going to try to put the verses up on the screen. During this time, while he's lying on his side for 390 days, and he lying on another side for another 40 days, he wants him to only eat food that has been baked with human shit. Yeah, this is Ezekiel 1 through 16. And Ezekiel's like, what the fuck? Ezekiel protests that bullshit. So he's like, what the fuck wrong with you? I mean, come on now, this is a prophet of God. God just told this man he want him to eat food baked on human shit. But Ezekiel protested like damn, something wrong with you. This don't sound right. So when Ezekiel protested, he stood up for he stood up for his rights. God said, okay, no, I won't allow you to use human shit. I allow you to use cow shit. I think all that's a bunch of crockett shit. But it's right there in your Bible. This is the shit y'all believe. Straight bullshit. And I think it's appropriate for me to use the term bullshit because that's what Ezekiel had to bake his food on. Okay. Wow, it's fucking amazing. I don't know what to say, man. You people believe this shit. But this is the shit you people believe, man. Then Leviticus 21:17 to 24 say God tells Moses that he is very particular about who can offer food at his temples. No one with a defect is allowed. That is, let me explain this. No man who is blind or lame, crippled, all this type of bullshit, disfigured or deformed. No man with a crippled foot or hand, or who is hunchback or a dwarf, or who has any eye defect, or who has festering or running sores, or check this out, this is the last one, or anyone who has damaged nuts, damaged testicles. That's Leviticus 21:17-24. Now, I don't know about y'all, man, but these particular things don't seem to be coming from an all-intelligent, all-powerful being. These particular things seem to be coming from some fucking ancient madman who didn't have any goddamn sense and didn't know any better. And the reason he didn't know any better, because science hadn't advanced at that time. So the things they were making up were just shit that they could live with at the time. It's almost like just the human evolution tree. Wow, I don't know. I don't understand. Let me get some more. I think I got a lot more. This is ridiculous, man. It doesn't make sense. Oh yeah. How about King David? King David wanted to marry Saul's daughter. So Saul tells David, now this is strange. Saul tells David to bring him 100 foreskins, dick heads of the Philistines. So what King David do? Well, he wasn't a king at that time, but what David does, he goes out and get 200. So they go kill 200 Philistines and cut off 200 foreskins and bring it back to Saul. And this is some ridiculous shit in the Bible. But this is a book that you Christians and Jews and black Hebrews and whoever else the hell believe in this book, this is a book that you believe was warranted or given to these so-called people or prophets to write. Just dumb stories like this. These stories don't even make any damn sense. It's hard enough to fathom fairy tales every day, but when you have these fairy tales and they're part of your life, these things are really bad for adults to believe in, stuff like this. So some people say, well, Emperor Atheist, you don't see any logical reasons to believe in God. In some sense I do, and I'm going to explain that, because then we're going to deal with the term logic. What is logic? What is logic to you? Some people use the term common sense very, very loosely, and all common sense is not necessarily common sense. But and I'm gonna say the same thing with logic. All logic is not really logic. But I guess when we think about, once again, I just spoke about the human evolution tree. I think when humans in the beginning, I think religion probably was a good thing. I think that it was something to explain where they came from, because like I said, science went advanced. So when they were looking out at the stars and the moon and all these particular things, then that was a reason or a purpose to create something in the mind that made them feel safe and made them feel like, yes, this is where we came from, this is how we got here. And I think that probably was needed, and that was a part of the survival of the fittest. That was a part of the natural selection as far as the psychology of human evolution was concerned. But in this day and time, I don't see a need to believe in an imaginary friend or an imaginary creator or an imaginary sky daddy, because every time within the last 100, 200, 300 years, science has proven again and again and again that religion is not needed by the human family. Not at this time. Maybe thousands of years ago, I'm sure religion was needed. Even a lot of scientists, and I've mentioned this before in a lot of my videos, a lot of scientists like Galileo, Isaac Newton, these people were basically religious, because at that particular time, science and religion kind of coincided, until some of these same scientists started kind of like, hey, now this ain't right, or that ain't right. And of course, y'all know the church was trying to kill them, or bring some type of punishment towards Galileo or Copernicus and so forth. And this has just been the history of science and religion, and this is why the two, I think, would never be a matrimony, never be a matrimony, because one goes entirely a different way and one goes another way. One deals with facts and one deals with irrelevant ancient beliefs. So I don't think they will ever reconcile each other, and they won't. And this is why a belief in God in this day and time is illogical. Like I said, in ancient times, I think the belief in God was logical, and it was nothing wrong with that at that particular time. But to believe in something like that now, and to try to take sides to a certain religion, is very, very illogical, because you have no evidence for this particular being, first of all. Second of all, the things that happen in these particular books has never happened in our reality, never have. And a lot of things that we accepted as so-called miracles and so on and so forth are things that science we can't see how any of these things could have happened. And for people to believe in them now is equal to me, it's equivalent to believing in the Tooth Fairy or Santa Claus or Jack and the Beanstalk. I mean, these are the same things. These things have the same power to them as far as the mind, as far as taking you to some fantasy world. And this is what God is. God is a big distraction. And the reason I say God is a big distraction, because as long as adults in this day and time still believe that some God is going to save them or going to come down here and do something special for them, then it's these type of things that they lack to do for themselves, because they actually think some God is got their back. And I think, and this is my opinion, I think if we get rid of the God distraction, I think we would kind of wake up to more of a reality, and we would actually try to do more things for ourselves. You know, especially within our communities. You know, we got a church and a liquor store on every fucking corner. And for some reason, we still think God is going to help us get out of the situation we're in, especially in the black communities. We think that some God or some Jesus is somewhere lurking or looking behind and thinking it's going to be better. And this is the sad thing about belief, and this is for any race, black, white, green, purple, it don't matter. When anything good happens to the human that believes in this ridiculous stuff, they tend to put it on God. They give the credit to this imaginary being called God. But it seems when anything bad happens, the first thing they says, they don't give the credit to the same being. They seem to say, well, it's all in God's plan. Or this is meant to be. You know, it's kind of like, it's a sad mental state to see the human in, because it's like whatever happens, this damn imaginary God, you know, he has some type of plan for it. When it goes well, then God did it. When you're in that hospital and the doctor has saved your life, or saved your son or daughter life, or saved your nephew or your grandmother, the first thing you do is thank God. When it was these damn doctors who went to school and put in the work and did what they did and actually had to study, God didn't give them anything. So just to make this particular point, I mean, and this is why I say God is a big distraction and God is illogical to believe in. Hit me on my comments. I'm going to continue this particular same series on God being on this particular illogical God thing. So just hit me in my comments and let me know what you think. I'm the Emperor Atheist. I'm out.